What is up, guys? It's Tommy here and welcome to the Hertha Berlin Liverpool pre-season friendly post-match analysis. Let me know, guys, who impressed you the most in this pre-season so far. I've been particularly impressed with the new signings Mohamed Salah and Coutinho Solanke. They have been actually a lot better than I expected them to be. They both scored 2 goals already, and Mohamed Salah is one of the quickest players in the first 2 meters that I have ever seen. What do you think about his incredible pace? Mane and Salah on either side will trouble most defenses, but Coutinho Solanke, who started the first half with Mane and Origi up front, scored a brilliant looping header into the far corner. By the way, the German Liverpool fans put on a great show in the Berlin stadium, and I'm actually supporting Hertha Berlin in Germany because they have a Hungarian manager, Pál Dárdai, who used to manage the Hungarian national team, and he's the main reason why Hungary qualified for Euro 2016, Hungary's first international big football tournament participation since 1986, which is incredible. And Solanke heads it over the goalkeeper and into the goal absolutely brilliantly. The ball wasn't even in the top corner, it was just perfectly timed header. He got away from the defenders, just looped the ball over the goalkeeper, which is pretty hard to do. But Solanke is a really exciting signing. I'm actually very excited of you know, the future of him under Jurgen Klopp, because Jurgen Klopp is renowned for developing young players, and he has such talent and potential that he could honestly become a really prolific, great striker under Jurgen Klopp in the next few years. And for a bargain of just 4 or 5 million, whatever his compensation fee will be, probably it will be decided by a tribunal, I think it's an absolute bargain to get Solanke for like 4 or 5 million, because normally a striker as good as him, as young as him, would cost about 20 or even 30 million pounds if you check today's market. So Liverpool really did well getting him. And Hertha Berlin had a couple of really good opportunities. Matip made a fantastic block on the line with his heel, which I think was going in goal. I'm not sure if Mignolet would have saved it. But Liverpool played really well in this game, and I was also particularly impressed with Mohamed Salah, who had such a brilliant game. And Coutinho, what more can we say about our Brazilian magician? I just really hope that Liverpool won't sell Coutinho at any price, no matter how much Barcelona offers us. Even if they offer 100 or 130 million pounds, Coutinho shouldn't be for sale at any price. But first, let's talk about Jorginho's Wijnaldum's goal, which was absolutely brilliant as well. He had the composure to take a touch after Mane's pass, and then he just rolls it into the near post bottom corner past the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper was completely wrong-footed. He had no idea where the ball was going because he didn't even dive. And Wijnaldum is such a clever midfielder, and he can do much more than score goals and get assists and just run about. He can actually defend, he can actually tackle. He's a brilliant all-round midfielder. Again, for the price that we got for him, for I think it was something like 25 million pounds, I think it was a really good buy by Jurgen Klopp. And I'm actually so happy that Wijnaldum plays for Liverpool, because he can come into the team and just you know, play almost anywhere in midfield. He can even play maybe in attack as well as a number 10 or as a number 8. So he's a brilliant player, and I was happy for him that he scored. Mignolet also made a couple of really good saves, and the defense was making some good blocks, but there were some shaky moments for the defense as well. Ragnar Klavan wasn't particularly you know, impressive, and at halftime Liverpool made a lot of changes. Salah came on for Sadio Mane, and the moment of the match came where Coutinho somehow he was surrounded by like 4 Hertha Berlin players in our own half, and somehow he did a 180 turn with the football glued to his feet, and then he accelerates past all these 4 players, and then he picks out inch perfect over the top through ball towards the path of Mohamed Salah, and Mohamed Salah didn't even have to break his stride. the ball bounces once and Salah, you know, who runs faster than the defenders, a lot faster, just goes and he just chips the goalkeeper. One of the most glorious goals that I've ever seen in pre-season. Absolutely everything was top class from that. And this is why it's so important to keep Coutinho at any price, because there is absolutely nobody who could replace him. And if we sell Coutinho, who would want to come to Liverpool who is as good as Coutinho, who is as used to the Premier League as Coutinho, and Coutinho is already used to his teammates as well. So this goal alone and this moment alone shows how and why Liverpool should do anything and everything to keep Coutinho, because, you know, Coutinho has something that no other Liverpool player has, and that he can create a goal out of absolutely nothing. He was surrounded by 4 Berlin players. He did the turn, he accelerated past them, and then he finds Salah. He put it on a plate to Salah actually, and Salah, you know, his pace was brilliant, and Liverpool really should have scored more goals. Salah sets up Firmino, tries to chip the goalkeeper similar to Salah, but you know, his shot was high and wide. And Firmino has been just unlucky in pre-season, and he hasn't scored many goals yet, but I'm sure that the goals will come for Firmino. I really hope that the number 9 shirt doesn't curse him. It's a very famous shirt to wear in Liverpool colours, because many club legends wore the number 9 shirt. Most recently, I think our favourite was Fernando Torres, but you could say many other Liverpool great number 9s, you know, Robbie Fowler, Ian Rush. But yeah, so Firmino has big shoes to fill in terms of the number 9 shirt, but I'm sure that he will do well, and the goal scoring burden will not rest only on Firmino, and that's a good thing. Mane will score goals, Salah will score goals. Mane should have scored in the first half, but his bouncing half volley was actually over the bar, and Mignolet made a good save from a Hertha Berlin free kick right at the end. So Liverpool win the game 3-0, and I think this has been very successful pre-season so far. The only disappointing result was the Wigan 1-1 game, but that game, you know, the pitch was pretty terrible, and I was just happy that Liverpool players didn't get injured. I couldn't review the game last night because I was actually out with my girlfriend. I arrived back late home, so I watched the game this morning, so that's why the review is up a little bit later than when the game finished. But yeah, I wanted to get back to the point that Liverpool will share the goal scoring around between players, and not only Firmino but Sturridge, Origi and even Solanke will score goals in this team, and also from the wings Mane, Salah and other players in midfield, Wijnaldum, Lallana, Henderson can score goals, Emre Can can score goals. So there are actually so many options for Liverpool to score goals. And now I think the priority should be to strengthen the defensive midfield side of the team, and also defense. So Van Dijk and Keita are the 2 players that Liverpool are going for, but if we can't get either, we should go for alternatives and find just the centre back and the centre midfielder. And we could even sign somebody as a stopgap for maybe a year or 2 years until we find, you know, the perfect solution long term in these positions. So for example, we could get an experienced centre midfielder, like somebody like Thiago Motta, for example, who is 30 years old. He has 1 year left on his contract at PSG, and he could do a decent job. Not as good as Keita, of course, not as dynamic, but he could be an option for Liverpool to play in midfield. Raja Nainggolan would be the obvious alternative to Naby Keita in my opinion, but I'm not entirely sure if Roma really wants to sell Raja Nainggolan or not. But let me know what do you think about this pre-season so far, and I'm especially looking forward to seeing how Liverpool can cope with 2 world-class teams, Bayern Munich and then either Napoli or Atletico Madrid, depending on if we beat Bayern or not, and depending on the Napoli-Atletico Madrid result. The game I'm most looking forward to is actually Bayern Munich-Liverpool, because Liverpool haven't played a team as good as Bayern Munich in probably years. Probably since the 2014-15 season when we played Real Madrid and we got absolutely thrashed at Anfield. and then we lost respectably 1-0 at Bernabeu, but that was a very, very disappointing Champions League campaign. This Liverpool team is a much, much better team than that. And this Bayern Munich team, of course, is world class. Don't let the preseason results fool you. They are still a world class team. One of the best teams in the world. In my opinion, one of the top 4 best teams in the world alongside, you know, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern, and probably Atletico Madrid are the 4 best teams in the world right now. And that's not a coincidence that I don't name a Premier League team in that, because the Premier League teams haven't been in the semi-finals of the Champions League last season. And yeah, frankly, the Premier League teams need to prove again that they are good enough in Europe to challenge these other top teams. Until then, I can't say any Premier League team in the top 4 in the world. So for Liverpool to come up against one of the top 4 best teams in the world is a huge test, but I think Liverpool can handle it. I honestly think that we can, on our day, we can beat the likes of Bayern Munich. It depends on just if our defense can hold up. And that's why I would be so much more confident going into the Champions League season with a player like Van Dijk, because he honestly would put Liverpool on another level. But let me know what did you think of the game, and let me know if you agree, or if feel free to disagree with me and any of my points in the comments below. I would love to read your comments, guys. Thanks for watching. See you later. Goodbye.